even when I'm live, it's like not really showing I'm live. Does this say degraded, recovering? We'll see. Hold on. Okay, this should be working now. Okay, comment if you can see the. Okay, yeah, that's good. Welcome everyone. Okay, just shouting this out quickly onto the old Instagram there, and then we'll get right into it. Okay. Shout out to Non-Toxic, dude. He tried to join, but the live is restarted the live. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had it was live, but then it was kind of gimping the live wasn't, it didn't seem proper, so I had to end it. But anyway, we're back. April Fools, we're going to the moon. I meant to answer Sunny too. Sunny, yes. According to the, if you go down the rabbit hole, the sun and the moon are local. And one of the ways you know that the sun is local. Why is this thing not working? Hold on. One of the ways you know that the sun and the moon is local indeed is because when the sun shines through the clouds, if it was 93 million miles away, the light would be shining through perpendicularly. Like the light would be coming, like think of the sun is this ball here. The earth is this tiny dot over here. The wavelengths of light from the sun would be perpendicular coming through the clouds. But you can see the sun right above the clouds and the angles of light coming in at all different angles. Like, let me show you, what's that called? Sun rays through clouds. I'll show you. And if you follow them to the, like this one is perfect. So look, full brightness for you. Look at this. So here's a picture, hold on, of the sun's rays coming through the clouds. Wow, that almost looks like I'm screen sharing, like this is high res. So if you follow those rays of light to their convergence point with just a simple angle, you can literally calculate that the sun is like what? How many miles even is that? Like it looks like it's just a couple miles outside of above those clouds right there. Now, if the sun was 93 million miles away, the wavelengths of light, the rays of light would be coming in all at the same angle. So it would be inside, yes, it would be local, Sunny. It would be inside of the firmament. But the way I heard the firmament described is that there's like a few different levels to it. It's not just like a glass dome and then the water's above. There's like a certain amount of it where it's like ether for a couple miles, or maybe someone said even more than that. And that's where the stars are hanging out, is inside the ether, which is inside the firmament. Then you hit the firmament, then it's the waters above the firmament. So we'll find out, but either way, it's not 93 million miles away. You know, the other this shocking thing that's crazy is that they say that the sun and the moon, it's interesting that they're similar size anyway. They perfectly block each other out. But all of NASA's science about the distance of the Earth, the speed of its rotation, and all that is encoded with like 666s and 33s. Eh? So they say that it's Masonic science and it's a satanic lie. So, anyways, let me announce we're live on Instagram real quick, and then we'll get right into it. It's supposed to be about the energy lockdowns, but we also have the because they're going to the fucking moon on April Fools. Can you believe that? Okay, hold on. Yeah, exactly. It's where the angels hang out. Yeah, energetically, surely, but just not physically, man. Hold on a second. Okay, so we got energy lockdowns. We also have, oh shit. Did you guys hear that whatchamacallit? They're diluting gas like big time. So not only is gas the most expensive it's ever been, but it's also not lasting as long in the tank because it has more ethanol. Um, Interesting, very interesting. And then the only engines, yo, you know that the cash for clunkers thing was a complete scam, eh? Cash for clunkers was to get like thousands, hundreds of thousands of vehicles that you could fix in your driveway with a toolbox off the roads and get you the new fancy new cars, which break down after like 5 years and have more electromagnetic frequencies and can be controlled and remotely shut off by the CIA, basically. So that's what the cash for clunkers thing was. Moses said, what's the emergency exactly, guys? So right now, all throughout the UK, they're talking about temporary measures to slow the curve of the fuel crisis and diesel crisis. And so they're shutting down different. So at first it was voluntary. Now they're talking about, wow, really, eh? Brock Riel said he knew that the cash for clunkers scam was a scam when it was happening. Shout out to you, man, because I wasn't even, how old was I back then? What year was that even? I was too young to even know what the Sam Dam was going on. But in the UK, so it all starts as a temporary measure, then it turns into a mandatory thing. They just announced in South Korea, they're policing the streets with AI recognition cameras that are zooming in on people's license plates to tell if they're allowed on the street or not, based on its odds and even license plate numbers for if you're allowed to drive that day. They're talking about a mandatory 4-day work week in the United Kingdom and urging people to take public transit and all this. And Australia, too, of course, is getting hit with it as well. They're saying the same thing over there. Now, I can tell you, the average normal normie who believes we're going to the fucking moon today also thinks this is to like slow the curve, like this poor energy crisis. We got to do our part, like we saw in 2020. Okay. Except few people know, but maybe many of you guys know, this is a part of Agenda 2030. The new wars of the 21st century are not fought between countries. They're fought between governments and citizens. That's exactly what's going on. Every single country is in on it. They're all controlled at the top. Forget about the politics. You're watching a stage. You're watching it's literally theater, 100% theater. People are all wrapped, Trump this, Carney that. Although they do tell you interesting things, they are not the ones pulling the strings. This is way bigger. Think about the central banks. If you issue a nation's currency, you control the nation. We don't see people talking about the central bankers and why these wars are happening, but we're talking about how it was Trump and then like Ayatollah from Iran. Like, it's bullshit. So it's a psyop. It's to Agenda 2030 us. It's to connect us to AI. You will own nothing and you will be happy. This is the plan, which escapes most people's comprehension. You understand? This is a biblical plan. This is a plan that is in contravention to the natural world. And many of the book of Revelation is coming to fruition. But my point is that this is literally to keep people to be fully asleep until eventually the economy has changed to where you need the mark of the beast if you want to buy or sell. That's what the plan is. So listen, this is shocking. There's a lot more I want to tell you about it, but that was honestly too much to even say on Instagram. Most will take the mark, Josh. I hope not. But yeah, seemingly, if everyone got the other mark, I mean. So listen, we're streaming right now on a free speech platform that it's uncensored, free to download, free to watch, and free speech. It's called Rumble. We're streaming on Rumble right now. We got under 100 people. We're about to get a bunch more. Come to Rumble if you want to hear the full, uncensored, a continuation of this live where we go into detail about stuff I can't mention on here, okay? Because I've gotten strikes on here before for literally talking about fluoride, and we talk about a lot more on Rumble. So it's at the link in my bio. It's free to download, free watch, and free speech. They are burning Nebraska because that's where a ton of beef comes from. They want you having lab-grown meat, of course, because the environment, if you buy that story, like, dude, there's so much deceptions. It's shocking how many people are buying into this stuff. And I wasn't born aware of the nefarious plots, but I wasn't so brainwashed to where I was like, no, like fluoride is good for you. Like, it's pretty friggin' obvious. The education system totally controlled, founded by Rockefeller. It's shocking. So come to my live stream right now. It's at the link in my bio. You click the link in my bio, and then you click the Rumble link, and you'll be on Rumble. If you make an account, you can comment, and if you can comment, then you can be a part of the discussion rather than. I mean, it is fine just viewing, but it is cool to be able to engage in the conversation as well. Shout out to all the new people on Rumble who are watching right now. By the way, Mr. Two Saint, we got Mel, we got Mr. Two Saint just super chatted. He said, "Jesus Christ is King." Amen, brother. So guys, come to Rumble right now. Alternatively, yes, 100% Underworld Engine. Comment the word Rumble on any one of my posts, and you'll also get the link sent to your DMs, directly to your DMs. And yo, Brackerai Metal, dude, come to Rumble, man. If you're going to comment and you're going to know about the Cash for Clunkers scam when you first saw it, like you do need to be on our Rumble channel right now, man. So come on over, Mr. Where'd he go? Brackerai. And then Mrs. Forsyth. Sorry, not Forsyth. Stacy, rather. Stacy, click the link in my profile. So click my name up here and then go to my profile. It probably will take you off the live. But then you'll click Rumble and then you'll be able to come over. The people who are commenting Rumble on here, don't worry about that. Comment Rumble on a post, not on the live. If you commented on a post, you'll get the link sent to your DMs. Otherwise, just come on over to Rumble. It's at the link in my profile. Okay? I hope to see you guys there. Much love, everyone. Yeah, it would be cool to stream on Instagram, but they are kind of gimped over there. You can get in big trouble for literally saying like fluoride or whatever. It actually did happen, by the way. That's not an exaggeration. I mean, I've got a post fact check before for saying that bumblebees levitate and they don't fly. Like they're scared of you knowing actual true things about little micro things that are true as well. Yo, shout out to Saint, by the way. It's his first time on here. Sonny said, I posted on Facebook about what a joke the NASA was a joke like the moon landing. And one of my friends said, you don't believe we went to the moon? I said, hell no. Sonny, it's interesting because one time I tried to warn my uncle about drinking the tap water from his city. And he said to me, you know, you sound like one of those people. I literally said, like, watch out because the fluoride is poison. And today, you may think this is good. You may think this is bad. But I would never go up to like one of my normie family members and be like, hey, watch out for like this poison in your tap water. Like I would frame it so differently. I'd be like, hey, so did you hear like, yeah, my friend was telling me. So dude, I'm so NLP now. Like I can totally neuro-linguistic programming, but in a positive way. So instead of going up to like a family member and being like, you need to know that there's a toxic poison that's reversing the gender of frogs in your food supply. Instead, I say, yeah, it's crazy. The other day, someone posted and then I checked it out and it's true. And they were talking about it, and I didn't know what to think, but did you hear that atrazine is being added to the water and it's reversing the gender of frogs? Like, instead of me just telling them, I frame it to be like this third-party thing, and there's got to be a psychological, like, description of what that exactly is, but it's a real thing. So anyways, but I was trying to tell my uncle about fluoride, and he said that I sound like one of those people who thinks the moon landing was fake. And at the time, I was like, I didn't fully know the truth about the nature of our reality, which I wouldn't say I 100% know the truth of our reality, but I definitely know that there is no space, there is no planets, and we didn't go to the moon. But at the time I was like, oh yeah, well, like we've been to the moon, but what was televised in the 1960s was filmed in a studio. Now I was right about the filming in a studio thing. Think of this for a second. Like, isn't it a bit strange that, yeah, exactly. Mel said, like how Katy Perry went out of space with Gale Weathers. I know, it's a freaking joke. But think about how interesting, like add up these couple things and tell me this is a coincidence. Because you'd have to chug a ton of fluoride to think this is a coincidence. Werner von Braun, who is the father of the space program, apparently. He has on his tombstone, Psalms 19:1, the Bible verse that says that God shows his handiwork, the firmament showeth his handiwork, rather. So all to the glory of God, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. The firmament is mentioned in the Bible. It was what was created by God, and it is a dome, and we are under it. And he has that as on his tombstone. Of all the things he could put on his tombstone, like space is the final frontier. I can't wait till we go to Mars. Like he didn't say anything like that on his tombstone. He instead referenced the firmament. Secondly, you have all these astronauts who won't swear on a Bible that they've been to the moon, including one of the top guys who said we lost the technology to go to the moon, which is literally a freaking joke, by the way. We have cameras now that can zoom in to your freaking eyeball from not a billion, many miles away. but we lost the technology in the 1960s, which was a computer the size of this room that apparently is what powered the thing to go to space. We lost the technology, but yet we have like Mach 10 fighter jets and all kinds of missiles and shit now, but we lost the technology. It's a freaking joke. So now consider that. Then we have the word NASA, means to deceive in Hebrew, to beguile or deceive. That's what NASA means, Nasha. And then we have the fact that every single calculation, the Earth's rotation, 66,600 miles an hour around the sun, 666. The Earth's axis tilt, 66 degrees, 66.6 degrees. Every single piece of mathematics in regards to the shape of the Earth, its tilt, its rotation, its speed, all has Masonic science embedded into it. It is Masonic science, but they have this symbolism, this conditioning. So, and then they launch another exploration to the dark side of the moon on April Fools, bro. You couldn't make this shit up. They're literally trolling your ass. Earth is a sphere, though. Michael, when you do a full-blown deep dive on it, you find out, and this is mind-blowing, but if you think the Epstein files was crazy, wait until you find out. The Earth is flat. There is no space. There are no planets. And Pangea is fake. And we were created, and it's less than 6,000 years old, or just around 6,000 years old. When you find out this, you realize the Bible is true. You realize this is a war against, well, the natural world, and Satan is pulling the strings right now. Look around. You can't tell me that everything in the world is hunky-dory, everything's going swimmingly. You'd have to have your head in the sand to think that. Clearly, there's some unfortunate influence right here. And when all of the tip-tops of these corporations and media organizations and everything, they literally worship 40-foot stone owls, which is in Bohemian Grove, which is Moloch, which is the child sacrifice ancient deity in like Satanism. Like, wrap your heads around it, bro. They're telling you what's going on. Now, in regards to everyone who just joined from Instagram, we're about to talk about the lockdowns and what's kicking off in the UK, in Australia, and all throughout Asia, by the way. Like, it's about to be announced. I wouldn't be surprised if it was this Friday. They say that there's like 2 weeks before the shortages hit us over here, but either way, very strange. Crisis King said, we are born into spiritual warfare, 100%. Think about what they do to babies as soon as they're born. Artificial lights, the procedures of the hospital. They used to tell moms to leave their baby in the other room at night. Like, what the heck animal does that? But before we get into the rest of the crazy stuff that's going on, I wanted to mention, it is the most important time in human history now to be of sound mind and sound body. They're throwing everything at us, the heavy metals from the chemtrails, the pesticides, the atrazine, gender bending agenda, the whole situation with artificial intelligence. They want to merge us with machine. That's what the World Economic Forum literally said. In the future, you won't be able to tell humans from machines. There's a satanic plan going on. We got to be of sound mind and sound body and detox this crazy stuff out of us because they invest so much time and energy into putting us in a lowered state of consciousness. That's the plan. So on tonight's live, we're giving away 4 or 5 bags of the chocolate powder, and Chalk has an insane discount code they haven't activated in literally 2 years, specifically for this live, because we think, like, I'm not going to say last call, but like shit is about to hit the fan in a different kind of way. Not to fearmonger you at all. Like, do not fear, have no fear. I'm not scared talking about this. No fear, trust the Lord. Exactly, Sonny. But let's just say we have a major special discount tonight because shit's about to pop off big time, and we want people to be detoxing. So we're giving away 4 or 5 bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia. This is the chocolate powder. Super detoxing, super delicious, and stimulates stem cell production. So that goes and repairs damaged tissue and damaged cells. That's the chocolate powder. To get the free lit, it's first come, first serve. I'm going to put the link in the chat right now, which goes to chalk.com. Chalk ships out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team. They're founded in Texas, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. So that's chalk.com. The way the deal works, I just put it in the chat, so make sure you click the link. If you go to chalk.com, the #1 supplement for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It stimulates the production of new brain cells. It has carbon-60 in it, which has anti-aging effects. It's considered, they call it the destroyer of weakness in ancient India. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Bruce Lee, Genghis Khan, and Vladimir Putin have all taken or take Shilajit. The Russian military secretly studied Shilajit for like 30 or 40 years. Based on reports, it's varying. Russia also banned microwaves in the 1990s, by the way, because it fries your DNA and the food. That's horrible. But anyway, so Shilajit, #1 supplement for men and women. if you go to chalk.com and you see the male or female vitality stack that's under products, the male and female stacks are the two most potent combinations of superfoods for men and women. I actually gave the wrong code there. So you put if you go and look at the male or female stack and you go add it to your cart and apply the discount code 50life, you get a lifetime 50% off discount on the male or female stack. Usually they're doing like 10, 15, maybe 20% off on the subscriptions. Right now they're doing 50% off for life using the code 50life. Apply that to your male or female stack. You're getting 50% off, and you will get the free $100 bag of the chocolate powder included in your order automatically. So go to chalk.com, check out the male and female stacks. In both the male and female stack, you have the organic ashwagandha, which is one of the most potent superfoods in the natural world. It's a hormone optimizer. It massively increases fertility. It increases brain function and hormone optimization. Plus, it stimulates the production of melatonin, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. That's in the male and female stack. Get a male or female stack, apply the discount code 50life, get the 50% off lifetime discount, and then you're getting the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order automatically. Which, by the way, is very interesting, because what they were talking about like a few years ago is the discussion of banning, what was it, Red 40 and all this other shit. Little did we know, right around the corner, they were going to pull the plug on the global oil supply by shutting down the Strait of Hormuz. And right now it's like, we don't know what to do. Like, we're trying to stop the Iranians from shutting down the strait. Meanwhile, the Iranian parliament literally has 33 windows. It's shaped like a pyramid. It has Masonic symbolism all throughout it. The puppets who are pulling the strings in Iran right now were installed by the global cult, which is influencing every country in the world right now. And people are wondering how it is possible, because during COVID, every single country locked down, vaxxed their citizens, did restrictions, travel restrictions, surveillance, technology, all this crazy shit. You don't get that if there isn't a global cooperation network at the tip top. Russia, which many people think is like this free agent that's kind of like a chill thing, Moscow has some of the most facial recognition cameras than any other city in the world. And they basically already have digital ID. So it's absolutely freaking wild that this is going on, and people are still thinking, like, I mean, I get it, because it's such a deception that runs so deep that it's literally mind-blowing. But hold on a second here. Let me check something. Boom, bang, bang. There we go. So yes, it's interesting, and I understand how you'd think like, oh, it's actually like this politician in this country like trying to fight and compete for resources, this, that, and the other. Dude, this is no longer World War II, man. This is not World War I. This is the new wars of the 21st century are fought between governments and citizens, not countries. Countries aren't going after each other. It's governments and citizens, because all the governments are already now fully, unless you think of another Libya. Like if you go to Libya right now, not right now, but when Gaddafi was in there, he was the last one that I know, unless you guys have another country that I'm mistaken and not thinking of, that tried to go against the central bankers, tried to go against and make their own currency. They drilled into the primary water cycle in the middle of the desert to fuel a bajillion gallons of water every single day to the entire country, to grow shit in the middle of the desert and become totally self-reliant on any type of stuff that they needed imported into the country. They wanted to be self-reliant. And what did they do? They drone striked the shit out of all those wells. They killed Gaddafi, and they stole all the gold. And that's because it would have been a threat to the global banking system. If we're wondering, yes, the global banking system is how they can put the squeeze on every single country and make the puppets who are installed heed their word. And this is a satanic plan. This is not just some willy-nilly thing like whatchamacallit, some people get bribed. Like, it's deeper than that, man. It's like it is spiritual warfare 100%, which is why when you find out, just if you were to do the full-blown deep dive on simply genetically modified foods, that alone is a satanic agenda, dude. We're talking about something that they can claim ownership of that has a million different DNA strands. They put one DNA strand in it that they modified, and then they claim ownership over the entire strain, the entire DNA of that plant. And then they put a gene in it. And look this up. This is 100% true. They found out that there's a gene sequence that causes a spermicide to be created in men with this gene sequence. They then went and inserted this gene sequence into genetically modified corn and put it on the market. And the article, get this is fucking mind blowing. The article that exposed that this is going on, type in contraceptive corn on September 10th, 2001, the day before 9/11. The Guardian posted an article saying contraceptive corn in the future, there'll be fields of contraceptive corn that when you eat, it will kill sperm and it will lower the human population. Go look that up right now. It's 20 some odd years old. It says right on the article, and it was posted the day before 9/11. They want you upside down. They want your hormones off a cliff. They want you infertile. That's why we got to be of sound mind and sound body and detoxifying all this crazy stuff so that we're not a lab rat experiment to the Illuminati, basically. So guys, if you're wondering what's going on, we're giving away on tonight's live a bunch of free superfoods to help people detox and calibrate their endocrine system and their fertility. So right now, if you go to chalk.com, I just put it in the chat, that goes to choq.com. Chalk is based in the United States. They ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. If you go to chalk.com, you're getting a free bag of chocolate tonight. We have 4 or 5 left, so it's going to be first come, first serve, although someone just claimed one, so I'll explain how the deal works. Go to chalk.com ASAP. We're giving away free $100 bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder, which is super detoxifying. It massively increases stem cell production. It also is believed to decalcify the pineal gland, and the compounds in here, the bioactive compounds, bind to free radicals and excrete them out of the body. It's one of the highest antioxidant content superfoods in the natural world. So if you go to chalk.com, you'll see the number one supplement for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit, which is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It stimulates the production of new brain cells. It massively increases testosterone production in men. And for women, it's pro-fertile and it's a hormone optimizer. That superfood, the Shilajit, is in both the male and female vitality stack. When you look at products at chalk.com, you'll see the male vitality stack and the female stack. Those are the two most potent superfood combos for men and women. And in both of them is the organic ashwagandha, which I'll tell you the benefits right now. If you read all the benefits of ashwagandha, it would be like hard pressed to not, you would want to be taking it, put it that way. So if you put the male or female vitality stack in your cart and you apply the discount code 50life, you get a lifetime 50% off discount, which you can cancel or modify your subscription at any time, but you're getting 50% off for life, which is insane, by the way. They usually literally do like 20%, 20 some odd percent max. Or the free lit. Tonight it's free lit and 50% off your subscription for life. So male or female stack, in both of them is the organic ashwagandha, which is certified organic. That's the Shilajit. Certified organic. It has 46 clinical studies. It massively increases melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. It's a hormone optimizer. It's pro-fertile, and it massively increases healthy mood and focus. That's in the male and female vitality stack. And then in the female stack, you have the Shilajit, the ashwagandha, and the wild crafted Irish moss. You have to understand something. Most Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean and it's full of microplastics. The chalk Irish moss is certified wildcrafted from Nova Scotia in Canada. They specifically wanted to source one that's like, we don't want the shit you can buy on Amazon. This needs to be special. This needs to be better. This needs to be more potent. So that's what you get in the female stack, the Irish moss, which rebuilds your DNA. It also increases lung function massively. And it increases the, the absorption rate of nutrients from the food you're already eating to begin with. So what I mean by that is every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. And if you're eating fully organically today, you're still getting less than 10% of the full matrix of minerals. That's how shocking it is, the state of the food supply today, which Broucher clearly knows. Dude, guys, Broucher there, he's the one who said he knew that the cash for clunkers thing was a scam when it was happening. So he is fully woke. And look what he said. Humic acid is essential for detoxing free radicals. Humic acid is what's in the purified Shilajit, which, by the way, the purified Shilajit, the vast majority of Shilajit on the internet, is what, 20 to 30% water. It's the tar resin, so it's significantly diluted, usually contains a ton of heavy metals, and is way lower in bioactive compounds. Whereas if you're taking the chalk shilajit, you got the full matrix of minerals, super detoxifying, purified, and heavy metal tested. So that's why I recommend, above all, like, dude, you can go buy tar resin, shilajit tar resin on Amazon right now for pennies on the dollar. And that's how much they get it for. But you don't know what you're getting. It's the Shanghai surprise half the time. And then the third one in the male stack, which every single guy should be or optimally would be taking, is the Tomcat 100, which is certified wildcrafted Tomcat LE from the chemical-free Malaysian rainforests, which increases free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count and sperm motility. We know that if you keep your cell phone in your pocket, it fries your sperm. We know that cell towers damage DNA in general by anyone who's around, and they're putting up 1 billion of those all over the freaking place. Yes, Butterdog, literally 50% off, dude. So if you go to chalk.com, you put he said he's going to order a ton right now. Shout out to Butterdog. He's about to stock up. Guys, male or female Vitality Stack subscription, put it in your cart, apply the discount code 50LIFE, 50LIFE. You're getting 50% off for life, and you get the free $100 bag of the chocolate powder included in your order. By the way, they are trying to ban literally all of this. They already classified Tomcat as a novel food in the United Kingdom, which means you can't, or in the European Union, which is even bigger, of course, than the United Kingdom. So they're trying to make it so you can't even import it. It's not like contraband to have, but you can't import it. They've classified different adaptogenic mushrooms in the European Union as novel, and including lion's mane, by the way, which you can literally find in the forest growing. It's not psychedelic. It's just a mushroom that is good for your brain. And that's like putting it lightly. Like Paul Stamets will tell you all about lion's mane. But anyways, they're putting that in, that they've classified it as something that you're not supposed to be able to have now in the EU. And let me tell you, if there's some type of great reset, digital ID system, all that bullshit, you think they're going to let people be buying the superfoods that they've tried their ass off to make sure that people are full of pollutants and toxins and poisons? They're going to let you be able to easily get some superfood that massively detoxes all that crazy stuff? Yes, literally, Samurai said not lion's mane too. Yes, lion's mane, and I think it was either chaga or turkey tail. There was another one, Samurai, on the list of the European Union novel foods, which like don't have enough science behind them to be not knowing if they're dangerous. Meanwhile, in the EU, they sell energy drinks which kill like hundreds of people a year because they drink too many of them or whatever. And freaking, it's wild, man. So shout out to Butterdog. Butterdog just got all of the stacks. Okay, so we just got a male and female stack with the code 50LIFE. Shout out to Butterdog. His order number is 758452. Let me type that in to send that over to the chalk guys. Hold on a sec. 758452. Boom, bang, bing. Congratulations to Butter. That means we literally have 4 bags left of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia to include in people's orders on the live. Guys, if you're on the fence, superfoods, major discount. Let's detox this stuff. Let's decalcify our pineal glands. Congratulations to Butter for being the first one to get the free lit powder on tonight's live. Butter, you're going to freaking love it, dude. Especially, of course, for you, the male stack. I mean, the female stack is freaking... So they put the most potent superfood combos together for men and women for ease and convenience to click. Boom, male stack. Boom, female stack. And in both of them, you have the shilajit. In the male stack, it's called the Chalk Daily, which increases total testosterone 21% in 90 days. It increases sperm count and sperm motility. It increases, so both, shilajit itself, Chalk shilajit, is clinically studied to stimulate the production of new brain cells. They call it neurogenesis. So you get better memory, concentration, and focus while you're taking it. Plus, it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland. So that's in the male and female stack. Then you have the ashwagandha. And then you get the Irish moss in the female stack and the tomcat in the male stack. So these are, dude, I'm telling you, literally wild. Okay, congratulations to the, I believe, female who just got a female stack and the chalk minerals on the live. So she quickly, that was quick. So that means we only have 3 bags left of the lit to give away. But she just got the female stack and the minerals. The minerals I didn't mention, but they are hot water extracted from a humic shale deposit in Utah. Speaking of humic, Boucherry, humic shale deposit, one of the biggest in the world. And that has the full matrix of minerals, which again, every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. And every single biological process in the body requires a mineral to activate it. And so if you're running around eating conventional, God forbid, or even fully organic, it's like if the minerals are the spark plugs of the body because they ignite these processes. Then you can imagine if you're running around, unfortunately, not getting the full matrix of minerals, your body, I mean, how far would a car get with not enough spark plugs? You know what I'm saying? So and that is 100% part of the plan, by the way. Pump the skies full of heavy metals, do all this strange stuff. I don't think we can ship to Greece, Arc. We can't ship to Greece. We can't ship to Spain, and I don't think we can ship to Mexico. For some reason, Mexico, the border just steals it every time. Spain too, for some reason. And then here's the weird thing about Greece, dude. If you're in Greece and you want to buy chalk and order these superfoods from chalk, you have to get an import. You have to get a license to import medicine, which chalk is not. We don't call it medicine. It's chalk is to support and revitalize and rejuvenate the human body. It's not to treat, cure, or diagnose any disease. So the fact that it's a natural supplement, not the conventional sort of stimulant you'd consider, like, you know, caffeine or whatever, and that you need a license, like, dude, yeah, Greece. I don't know what the same damn Greece is up to with that, but very, very strange, man, I will say. But anyways, no, otherwise we've shipped to North Korea before. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think they let us do that. It is shocking, though, I will say. Bro Sherry said tens of thousands of years of use isn't enough. Well, Boucheri, the only technicality I'll get you on there is that I don't think the Earth is older than 6,000 or so, give or take, years. But let's just say 6,000 full years of use of lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, oyster, reishi, and maitake mushroom, which is all in the chalk 7 wonders, by the way, which I don't even talk about on Instagram much anymore, because the 7 wonders, they keep saying it's like a mushroom, like I'm selling shrooms or something. Like it's lion's mane, turkey tail, cordyceps, oyster, reishi, and maitake mushroom in here. Now, like half of those we can't even ship to the European Union, and social media platforms are like, oh, mushrooms, like, ugh. Meanwhile, you can promote Bang Energy, or not Bang, any of those energy drinks that have all types of free radicals and pesticides and microplastics and shit in them. It's freaking wild. So congratulations to the lady who just got the female stack and the minerals. You're going to absolutely love it. By the way, the shilajit and the minerals massively increase hair, skin, and nail health as well. That's what actually builds them up. So you're going to love that. But make sure, guys, use the discount code 50life. We only have 3 bags left of the chocolate powder to give away on tonight's live. So apply the discount 50life on the male or female stack, and you're getting the free $100 bag of chocolate powder. That's right. For some reason, Amsterdam, Archangel, we have a few people in Amsterdam who are able to get chalk. I don't know what's going on with it, but it is very interesting. So TC, basically what we did was we jammed as much as we could. You mean in the 7 wonders? As much as we could into each capsule without doing extracts, because when you do extracts, you can denature a ton of the bioactive compounds, which is one of the problems, by the way, with like conventional Tongkat Ali on Amazon. You'll see a Tongkat Ali that has like a 300, 400 to 1 extract, but the way they extract it denatures the bioactive compounds. Whereas the Tongkat that chalk has, so it's 100 to 1 extract, they have a patented extraction method which maintains and preserves like 95 some odd % of the bioactive compounds. So you're actually getting the benefits from 100 to 1 rather than getting 400 to 1 and getting less than like a quarter or a micro amount of the benefits to begin with. Same thing with the ashwagandha. The ashwagandha that's in the female stack, because a bunch of people are on have the female stacks in their cart right now. The ashwagandha, most ashwagandha I mentioned, is literally farmed in China. And the way they extract it denatures the vast majority, even if they're even extracting anything from ashwagandha. You know that half the time you buy something from Amazon, there was a whole lawsuit where they were selling products, blah, 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 putting a label on it that says blah, 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 and it not even containing what's on the label. So that does happen. But anyways, so same thing with the ashwagandha, super potent. And I will say, dude, I'm talking to all kinds of people from all over the world. But anyways, the ashwagandha, with its 46 clinical studies, is literally a game changer in itself. The sleep quality you get on that is listen to this. You can sleep for this is my own experience. You can sleep for like significantly less hours but feel more rejuvenated because the ashwagandha increases melatonin production. So you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it. No, probably not, Dial. That's a good question. He said, do you think Instagram would censor you for telling the biblical truth of April 1st with identifying the real intention behind April Fools? I thought April Fools, the fool about it was um, that it's the real New Year's. And so April Fools, it's the real New Year's kind of thing. But hold on a second. If there was 13 months, but now there's 12 months, like, how is the record of time even being kept properly? Like, there was 13 months of 28 days. Now there's 12 months of between 28 and 31 days. Like, let me ask you this. If you had a piece of charcoal and a rock, you could wake up every day and put a mark on the rock and know that's a new day. And you could, if it was 28 days of every month and 12 months of the year, you'd easily know, you'd be able to keep track of what month you're in. You could sit there for years and know what month it is, because every Saturday is a blah, blah, blah. You know how the whole ancient calendar used to work. But now, do you guys know how many days are in April? I have no friggin' idea. Like, let's look. Okay, so April has 30 days. May has 31. June has 30. The next one has 31. The next one has 31. The next one has 30. The next one's 31. It's all over the place. Then 30, it's bouncing all over the place. 31. Where's some 28s in there? 31 again. February is a 28. So February we get to 28. And then we're back to 31. Like, you wouldn't be able to guess, what's going on. Then you got leap years too. So it's freaking strange, man. Yeah, TC, I actually made a whole post about I guess I need to do more, but yeah, I guess a lot of people think that we're going to the moon today. It is a satanic lie. They're not going anywhere. And what I did was I commented on a post of the moon landing or the moon takeoff or whatever. And it literally, I said, it's funny how the rockets, the space launches always curve. And once they're out of sight, they crash into the ocean, and because they're not getting through the firmament. So it's very interesting. Bruce Sherry said February is the only true month left. Yeah, exactly. Is it true though that so wait, is February always only 28 days? You'd be shocked if I'm just finding that out now, but I do wonder, man. So there's a bunch of people on the site. So this is what we're about to do. I'm going to shout out this live on Instagram real quick. We're going to get another bunch of people on the live. We will end up giving away the last 3 bags of the chocolate powder. So if you're on the website right now, make sure you place your order ASAP with the code 50life to get on the male or female vitality stack, and you will get the free bag of chocolate powder. Someone just got a female stack, so congratulations to who just got another female vitality stack. You're going to freaking love it. I will completely hype you up on the female stack in 2 seconds. I'm just going to shout out the live on Instagram, but you made an amazing, excellent choice, and you're getting that free lit powder. So now, if we just did, hold on, we did a female stack, another female stack, boom, bang, bang. Yeah, I think we only have 3 bags left of the lit. So if you're on the fence, quickly place your order and get your free bag of lit locked in and get detoxing and get boosting your system massively. So, okay, that's interesting. Leap year, it's 29. Strange. So yeah, they messed up the calendar, man. It's to disconnect us, of course. Hold on a second. Oh, wow, there is still a ton of people on the site too. I hope they get, dude, the thing is that I wish we could run this free lit like all the time, every single day and everything. But the thing is that for one, with the economic thing that's going on, the fuel shortages and all that, like Chalk genuinely does not know if they're going to be able to give away free bags of chocolate powder going forward, because the supply chain, the this, that, and the other. Remember Klaus Schwab said, I wonder what's going to happen if there was a global cyber attack. Like, who the fuck says that? I wonder what would happen. Wouldn't it suck if the sun didn't come up tomorrow? Like, he said the most basic, obvious thing, which we'd all agree with. But anyways, okay, hold on a second. Someone just got a gigantic order, and someone else got another stack and a minerals. So we literally have 1 bag of lit powder left to give away. I'm not even, if you just ordered the big order and if you just ordered the female or male stack order, comment now and I will completely hype you up on what you just got. But now we literally have one bag of lit. So let me ask Chalk if we can we extend this deal? Let me see here. For the lit, we already only have one left. Okay, let's see what they say, guys. I'm hoping we can extend it for at least a couple more because there's still a ton of people on the site, and I do want you guys to be able to experience the free lit or the lit itself. Of course, the freebie is and the 50% off for life is freaking wild. Make sure you guys don't jump the gun. Put the discount code 50life on the subscription to the male or female stack. Get that free lit included in your order. Oh wow, I can't believe they actually. Okay, hold on a second. They literally just confirmed we can do 3 or 4 more tonight max. So we're basically back to 4 or 5 more bags of the lit to give away. So if you're on the site, quickly place your order. I'm gonna go to Instagram right now and shut out the live, and then we'll probably likely be giving away the free lits imminently. Okay, hold on a second. Shout out to Ark. 15-minute war. No, oh, Ark, what is that one again? The 15-minute war. Is that where they blow everyone's phones up in the whole wide world and that would gimp like a huge amount of the population? Is that what it was, man? I think that's what you're talking about, right? Okay, hold on a second, guys. 2 seconds. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, exactly. I'd hope they're not. Sonny said, I just paid $6 a gallon for regular at the reservation station. That's the cheapest gas ever here. Sonny, I paid $110 today for like 40 liters Canadian. So let me just quickly let's find what that is in your guys's. It was 238. 238 per liter of diesel to Canadian. Convert to gallons US. Okay, so that equates to, that's about 6 US. Hold on a second. 665 US per gallon is basically what I just paid today. So that's even more than you, Sonny. Freaking crazy, man. And it has a bunch of, well, I don't think they can put ethanol in diesel. But yeah, man, shit, eh? I maybe I should really convert. Okay, you know what I could do? If the gas prices stay up for a long time, I could get the converter kit thing that makes your truck partially run on hydrogen. That could save like 30 or 40% of costs. So I'll wonder about that. She's in California, actually, Brush Aereo. Okay, hold on a second. Let me shut out the live on Instagram real quick. Everyone stand by. Hold on. What was it again? Energy lockdown. Yeah, okay. Yeah, far north. I mean, I barely drive to begin with, but now it's a bit of a, well, we can all not drive, but everything at the grocery store has got to get there, right? So when gas prices over 6 a gallon, and it costs like $1,000 for a transport truck to go how many miles? I mean, it's freaking wild, dude. And then there's shortages, like in Australia. If you guys saw, they're running out of freaking diesel halfway across the damn country. That big desert in the middle of it. What's going on, everyone? So I was called a fearmonger last week for talking about this. I was called like, dude, like you're fearmongering. You're putting power into the negative. No, we're just paying attention. They're announcing temporary measures last week to slow the curve of not using too much fuel. And now it's literally being implemented that there will be license plates reading your license plate cameras detecting what the Sam Dam your vehicle is driving on the road, and they will be using that to enforce your ability to be driving that day based on odds and evens license plate numbers. So they're already doing it in South Korea. They're talking about doing it in Australia. This is why they put up all the cameras everywhere, by the way. They're trying to build a digital prison, and they're going to use this war as a cover to implement all of this restrictions on our travel and our freedoms and everything. And this is, by the way, biblical. There's a plan. This guy said, buy a Tesla. Dude, that's the tip of the iceberg, man. The tip of the, no, do not buy a Tesla. Do not sit in a radiation emitting microwave, which in 10 years or less, you're going to need to buy another 40,000 freaking dollar battery. And also, I mean, really Tesla, man, like let's get into that later. But anyways, it's a fun thought, but also diesel usually is what powers the generating station that then you plug your Tesla into. So it's still going to be expensive. Anyways, listen, what's going on right now though, is they're going to be announcing, and they have been announcing, temporary measures to quell the curve of the usage of fuel that's coming out of the Strait of Hormuz, or rather that is not coming through the Strait of Hormuz. Every single day that the Strait of Hormuz is closed, it's going to cause possibly weeks or months of a disruption in the economy and in the global supply chain. This is what Klaus Schwab said. This is what the World Economic Forum said. And they also said that imagine how bad a cyber attack would be. A lot of shit is very, very strange right now, and they're trying to crank up around the corner an implementation of basically the mark of the beast. Remember, they never forgot about you will own nothing and you will be happy. This is a global plan against humanity, 100%. And people are thinking it's still Trump versus Iran versus China versus Russia. They're all controlled from the very top. It's us versus them, dude. And me and you aren't in that club. And they're in a club, and we're not in it. And you wouldn't want to be in it. So listen, there's a lot more on this that I want to discuss that I can't on Instagram for obvious reasons. So we are streaming on Rumble right now, which is at the link in my bio. Free to download, free to watch, and free speech. To the guy who just bought a diesel truck who's wondering if it's the unfortunate idea. Well, dude, you could get it converted to run on biodiesel, which is basically freaking seed oils. You also could do, there's devices you can buy that let it run on partially hydrogen, which increases your fuel economy by like 40%. There is ways around it. Of course, this stuff isn't promoted or talked about because that would be making it so that you weren't fully dependent on oil. Uzi's talking about how I'm high. No, I'm not high, dude. Like, you're literally perceiving me through your lens. Like, you are probably smoking a bong right now thinking I'm high. I'm not high, dude. I'm high on life. Yeah, exactly. Shout out to Hernandez. Who knows? They can, yeah. Property taxes is like rent. You never really fully own it. Like, it's ridiculous. And that's what's getting old people out of their houses, too. They paid their whole life for the damn house, and then all of a sudden they have to move because they can't afford the freaking property taxes on their pension. It's a scam, dude. We are the little minions to them, but together we're like the ants from Bug's Life if we all stand up. So listen, we're streaming live on Rumble right now. Free to download, free to watch, and free speech. Come to Rumble. It's at the link in my bio. Jordan, that's good, man. He said I'm baked as fuck heading over to Rumble. We'll see you guys on Rumble. Click the link in my bio, or alternatively, go and comment the word Rumble on any one of my posts, and you'll get the link sent directly to your DMs. Don't worry about commenting Rumble on this post. That won't do it. Shout out to Jason Christoph. He is woke, Greg. And we can all stand up. Absolutely, big JVO. But I almost said it, Uzi. But listen, live on Rumble now. Click the link in my bio. Come on over. I hope to see all of you guys there. And if you make an account, then you'll be able to comment. And that's part of the fun of Rumble, is that we're able to discuss freely, and we can do a bit of a Q&A. Sue says, can anyone tell me where to find the link? Where is bio? So link in my profile, go to like the front page of my Instagram page, and then you will see there's a link at the top. Click that link, and you'll see the Rumble link under my link tree. So you'll basically click the link. You'll see a link tree. So there's a bunch of links. When you click the link tree, you'll see the Rumble link. Okay. Or if it's easier, Sue, go and comment Rumble on any one of my posts back, not on this live, but any one of my posts. Okay. I hope to see you guys on there. You don't need to make a donation to comment on Rumble, Big Javo. Just go to Rumble. if you make an account, it's free to download, free to watch, free speech. Make an account for free, and then you can comment. A ton of people, no one on there had to pay to be able to comment. Okay, I hope to see you guys all there. All right, much love, everyone. Guys, by the way, someone just got a mail stack, so that's 4 bags of lit powder left. If you're on the site right now, just know we got 4 bags left. Shout out to who just got the mail stack. I'm about to hype you up. This guy said I was scared to say Goyim because I said, were there minions? But like I stuttered for a second. I'm like, were there? And then he said it. Anyways, yeah, exactly. There you go. Look at Bro Sherry. There's a freaking hack for you, man. Jordan, dude, some guy's like, man, you're high. Like, you're high, man. Like, you must be so high right now. Your eyes are red. And meanwhile, I'm colorblind. Like, my eyes could be fucking blue for all I know. But no, I'm not high, man. I don't even. But Jordan is high, so that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. As long as you're not boom, bang, banging it in terms of you're too. If you're dependent on it, has control over you, you know the whole thing. But Jordan, you're good, man. As long as you're not smoking crack, like you're all right. What's going on, everyone? So, Hello Kitty said, what would be the worst case scenario for the U.S. and what would be a good preparation? I guess worst case would be if the United Nations and every country in the world surrounded. I'm just kidding. Like, I'm the worst case. I don't even want to think about what's the worst case. Worst case is what everyone's dead. We all get killed and tortured. Like, I don't know. But I think that the plan is to eventually try to connect everyone with machines. That is the plan, to connect us with AI, right? So, that's the word. The worst case is if Satan won, but he can't win. He'll never win. He knows that, and that's why he's trying to take as many people with him to hell as possible before. Yeah, I know, Penna. Before basically Christ comes back and there's another judgment day, man. They're going to be kicking the asses of every satanic person on those lists doing that shit. There's a reckoning coming. Don't think that's going to go unchecked. You think the files came out and you think that it's just they're not arrested, so like nothing's going to happen to them. Dude, they're going to they got like eternal damnation coming around the corner. Like they will all pay for what they have done. All these people in these secret organizations. Now, of course, the ultimate judge will be God himself, because there's some people who were like threatened or tortured into becoming into the situation that they're in, and it's a bit of a shitstorm. But so they were like forced, and so there's going to be a judgment. But honestly, I see the major politicians, the major celebrities, the major even people running these banks. I see them as victims. I actually pity them 100%. I'm not even willy-nillying you guys. The top politicians, top celebrities, top corporate CEOs and all that who are involved in the evil shit, I pity them. You will too. You won't hate them. I don't hate Bill Gates. Fuck you, man. No. If anything, first thing, I don't even know if he's a real person. Like, he could be a clone. He could be AI. Like, you don't even know. But I pity any actual real human who's involved in this satanic stuff. I feel sorry for them. And in fact, we should pray for them. Don't hate Bill Gates because he's this weird fucking idiot. you should be praying for him because something happened. Like, you don't know if he's forced into doing it. I don't think he came up with this idea himself. Like, let's mass vaccinate the population. Like, he didn't think of that himself. This is a long age plan, man. They're trying to stick us with freaking graphene oxide and heavy metals and all this crazy stuff. What do you think they're spraying in the skies every day? This was a big spray day, by the way. Major trails sprayed all over the place today above me, but that doesn't mean they're landing here. But it's a spray day, man, and it pisses me off, especially in the fall or in the spring rather, because it's about to be sunny, it's about to be hot, it's just getting sunny. I'm ready to get my friggin' shirt off and get some sun on me, and then it's a cloudy day again. It's a cloudy day again, cloudy, because they're spraying, man. It's so annoying, but that will come to a reckoning as well. But what I will say is, because they're spraying us, and when you find out what that is, we're talking about heavy metals. You couldn't even wrap your head around some of this stuff. Not just heavy metals, nanobots, and also smart dust. Smart dust, which is nano-sized, literally microchips. Like, they're trying to secretly merge us with AI, and then they crank up the cell towers. This is part of the plan. I know. And Dane Wigington knows. He's the one who runs Geoengineering Watch, which is the biggest anti-chemtrail exposing website organization in the world. He's an American, of course, and he's standing there every day doing every single thing he can to wake up the world to the fact that there is worldwide chemtrail spraying programs, which they call stratospheric injections of aerosols. It is a crime against humanity. It also is, bro, Sherry, he knows about Morgellons too. Shut up, dude. This guy is freaking awake. He's probably like the dialed guy. Shout out to Bruce Sherry, man. But anyways, heavy metals, the chemtrails, the pesticides, all this crazy stuff. It's to lower our state of consciousness. It's to put us in a lower state. It's to try to control us 100%. Dane Wigington, exactly, Brosherio. So, guys, this is the way. Before I get into the World War III stuff and all the other crazy stuff that's coming around the corner, I should mention that there's a special deal tonight for everyone to be detoxing, decalcifying the pineal glands, getting the heavy metals out, and all this other stuff that's happening. Tonight, we are giving away 3 more bags of the chocolate powder, the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, which has the highest antioxidant content in the natural world. It massively increases brain function and memory. It also contains a ton of bioactive compounds, which detox heavy metals, contaminants, pesticides, and it supports the detoxification of it. Plus, it stimulates stem cell production, which goes and repairs damaged tissues and damaged cells in the body. That's the chocolate powder. We have 3 more bags left to give away. This is the way the deal works. I'll explain, but you're going to want that lit powder because most people have never had certified heirloom cacao. Like, that is a complete anomaly. That is so rare. You can't go get heirloom cacao. You can get some organic cacao, but heirloom is an anomaly. So this is the way the deal works. Shout out to Michael. If you go to chalk.com, CHOQ.com, Chalk is based in Texas. They ship out of Georgia. They have an all-American customer service team, and they have over 5,000 third-party verified 5-star reviews on Trustpilot. I've been partnered with Chalk since 2019. I've taken 1 billion pounds of Shilajit. My pineal gland is fully decalcified. I can sleep 3-4 hours a night and wake up feeling like $1 million. I do sleep more than that, but I have done it before. Go to bed at freaking midnight, wake up at 3:30, meditate for an hour, freaking channeling messages. Like it happens when your pineal gland is decalcified, man. So the way the deal works to get the free lit powder, it's first come, first serve. Make sure you click the link, chalk.com right now. So you go to the site and you get bumped first in line. At chalk.com, the #1 superfood for men and women is the hot water purified Shilajit, which is a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It massively increases brain function because it stimulates the production of new brain cells. It's called neurogenesis. Neuro is neuron, genesis is generate. Neurogenesis. If you're taking the Shilajit, you're getting new brain cells, you're getting sharper memory, concentration, and focus. It increases sperm count, sperm motility, and testosterone for men. And for women, it calibrates your endocrine system and optimizes your hormones. That's the Shilajit. We have 12 clinical studies on it. It is a literal superfood. I love it. So the way the deal works, yes, we ship to Canada. Yo, AJ, I'm in Canada, dude. Where the Sam Dam are you at, man? So shout out to Timmy, by the way. Tim, shout out to Tim, man. Guys, you wouldn't even believe who Tim is. Let's just say he's a household name. So the way the deal works to get the free lit powder, and then I want to answer Revilio, Far North fan. Ask me again, by the way, Far North fan, in like 2 minutes. So to get the free lit, go to chalk.com. At chalk.com, you will see the male and female vitality stack, which are the 2 different combinations of superfoods for men and women. AJ, make sure you put the discount code on the subscription. The code works on the subscription as long as you're placing. So what I was getting at, AJ, you beat me to it. Well, maybe you were here like 10 minutes ago, but put the male or female vitality stack in your cart, the subscription, apply the discount code 50life. You get a 50% off lifetime discount, and automatically you're going to get the free $100 bag of the chocolate powder included in your order if you're one of the next 3 people. I have a feeling AJ is about to literally scoop that up. So let's just call it 2 more bags of the lit powder. Congratulations, by the way, at literally 9 minutes ago, someone got the male vitality stack. Congratulations, who just got the male vitality stack at chalk.com, which contains the Chalk Daily, which has the Shilajit. It has the organic ashwagandha, which is in the male and female vitality stack, which massively increases melatonin production, mental clarity, hormones, fertility. It's considered the king of herbs in India. You will love the ashwagandha. It's a game changer on your sleep quality, big time. And then the third one in the male vitality stack is the certified wild-crafted Tongkat Ali, which has it's a 100-to-1 extract, wild-crafted Tongkat Ali, which increases free testosterone 87% in 21 days, plus sperm count and sperm motility. And in the female stack, you have the purified shilajit, the organic ashwagandha, and the wild crafted Irish moss, which is certified wild crafted, not farmed. Listen, the vast majority of Irish moss on the internet, this is how you know if you're getting the female stack, you're getting literally some of the most powerful superfoods and adaptogens in the natural world. The female stack has wild crafted Irish moss in it, whereas the vast majority of Irish moss is farmed in the Caribbean. You may be thinking, what's the big idea? Like, who cares? The Caribbean doesn't treat their gray water. That water goes right into the ocean, in the bays where they farm this stuff. The Irish moss in the female stack is wildcrafted from the far nether regions of Nova Scotia, in the middle of freaking nowhere. I don't know if nether regions is the optimal word for that, but it's in the middle of freaking nowhere. Wild. Irish moss rebuilds your DNA. It binds to free radicals and heavy metals and excretes it out of the body. And it also supports or increases nutrient absorption from the foods you're already eating to begin with. So every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. And if you're getting the full matrix of minerals, you're getting more vitamins from the food you're already buying to begin with, which we got to watch out, because even if you're eating 100% organically today, you are getting less than 10% of the full matrix of minerals. Michael said, Shane, what do you think about cigarettes? Archangel Michael is asking me this because he's in Greece. And guys, if you're a Greek guy, you basically smoke cigarettes. And I will tell you, if I was in Greece, I know you may think this is crazy, I probably would smoke some cigarettes, man, like big time. Like, it's just the vibe. When I'm in a hot place, even when I went to Mexico last time, I don't even smoke. I'm in Mexico, I'm smoking darts, man. But then you detox after it. You take a break, an immunity break and everything. But Archangel Michael, what do I think about cigarettes? You should probably go Swedish nicotine pouches at this point, man. Who knows if they're putting like graphene oxide in the cigarettes. But to be honest, dude, your grandpa, who's Greek, the fucking guy lived to 100 years old, smoking darts, eating wine, drinking wine, eating pizza, eating tomatoes, picking vine tomatoes out of the field. I don't even know if I'd be worried about it, man. But I mean, you could say moderation. I will say this. Another benefit of the Irish moss is that it massively increases lung function, which is because, this is interesting. So Irish moss actually looks like the part of the body, one of the parts of the body that it's really good for. If you look at our Irish moss growing wildly, it appears to resemble the bronchioles in the lungs, and it's extremely good for lung function. So I will tell you now, if I was taking Irish moss in high school when I smoked, I wouldn't have been coughing. I don't know that I coughed that much, but let's just say it would have been really good. So yes, but I should mention there is a ton of people on the site right now, and we literally already gave away 5 bags of the lit. We were extending it for 3 or 4 more people. We have 2 left now. If you're on the site right now, make sure you apply that discount code 50life on the male or female stack to get the 50% off lifetime discount and get the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order. We have 2 left. Now, bee pollen, far north. So as you know, I don't need to tell you this, but I am a beekeeper, and it is a noble profession. Let me tell you about it. So me, I. No, I'm just kidding. See, that's what you notice. My page isn't all about me, but I am a beekeeper. I will say that. Bees, I love them. Bee pollen. What did you ask again? Like when to take it or something? Let's see. Yes. Oh, Prince Red, if you're still on here, comment. I'll answer your question. Far North said, can you recommend how to take bee pollen? Dude, I think what I used to do was just put it in a smoothie. I think you can just take it by the spoonful as well. I don't know that it needs to be with or without. Like, you could put it on an acai bowl or acai bowl. Don't make an acai bowl, man. You'll turn into if you have an acai bowl, the next day you get mind controlled into dyeing your hair blue. And then, no, I'm just kidding. You know the acai bowl, those acai bowls though. Those freaking, anyway. I'm sure it's good for you and all, but it's just like, you can't beat the allegations, you know. But yeah, man, sprinkle that into on an egg sandwich. In fact, I gotta find the bee pollen. We have a big jar in this house of bee pollen, and I will be consuming it. Now, I will say though, the reason bee pollen is good is the same reason why the shilajit is so freaking amazing for you. is because it has so many bioactive compounds. It is a freaking game changer, man. If you're taking the Shilajit with the effect it has on your DNA, on your brain function, on your hormones, because of those bioactive compounds, it's one of the highest antioxidant superfoods in the natural world. Look what Maria said. Fragrance is worse than smoking. The reason I believe that, Maria, is because when I used to have a cigarette, I didn't get like a headache, like feel. I mean, I would kind of feel a bit funny after, but it was nothing like huffing in the fumes of synthetic fragrances, which is full of very strange petrochemicals. I'm sure there's petrochemicals in cigarettes too, but no, Maria, I will believe that. I would sooner literally become a full-time smoker than live in a house that has artificial synthetic fragrances 100%, because I can smoke outside, no problem, come inside and it's fresh air. Whereas if you're sitting in a house, colognes, perfumes, Tide, Gain, whatever the artificial laundry detergents are, that is so unfortunate for your hormones. It's not even funny. It's literally probably one of the top 15 war weapons against humanity is artificial fragrances, 100%. Um, Dude, so Ethan, I just saw a bunch of videos, but I'm just saying, I'm not personally. What do I think about them? How do I feel about them? Let me tell you this. I've done like literally next to zero research on them. I know there's a ton of people saying they're the greatest thing ever, but I don't really like the idea of injecting anything into me. That's all. I know you can get all kinds of cool vitamins, and maybe if I did it, I'd be like, whoa. But I feel like it's just kind of like it's a penetration, and quite literally when it's syringed into you. But I just mean like it feels. But I know. But anyway, that's my thoughts. But I should say that I just saw Ian Smith Fitness say that there's very, very strange reports coming out that a lot of peptides are found to have like bad batches. Let's just say it's like the Wild West right now. And so go to Ian Smith Fitness, look at his post rather on what's going on with peptides right now. You got to be careful, man. Well, dude, Ethan said he lost a lot of muscle on it, bro. Take if you're taking the Tomcat or the male vitality stack, the Tomcat increases. It's clinically studied to increase muscle mass, muscle endurance, and muscle recovery. So, dude, if you lost muscle from taking some peptides, get on the Tomcat. Dude, the Tomcat increases free testosterone 87% in 21 days. Does a peptide do that? I don't even think, well, I don't know if that's why people take peptides, but I would go full natural. And Tomcat grows wild. A peptide. I mean, what the fuck even is that? An extract of a fucking ball sack? Like, I don't even know. Maria says hairdressers have lung schmancer from hairspray more often than from smoking. Wow, that's crazy, Maria. I believe it though. Yeah, hairdressers psh, puff up my hair and then you huff it in. I get it, man, big time. Oh wow, Ethan's already taking the male vitality stack, dude. Congratulations to Ethan, who's already taking the male vitality stack right now. Congratulations, bro. It's your first week, so I don't even got to tell you about it. But if you get closer to that 90-day chalk challenge, taking chalk consistently for 90 days, you're going to feel like $1 million freaking bucks, dude. Shout out to Ethan. Guys, we have, and congratulations, bro, seriously. And this is just my own 2 cents, and I'm friends with, like, dear friends with people who, like, I'm dear friends with people who swear by peptides. But me personally, you're asking my opinion. That's why you're on here. I wouldn't mess with them, but that's just me. I would sooner do urine therapy. And Chad mode and lit powder. Okay, so Ethan's already taking the lit, but for anyone else who's on the site or on the fence, we have 2 more bags of the lit powder to give away for free on the live. That's the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, which is a extremely potent superfood that stimulates stem cell production. It massively increases brain function. It increases bliss chemicals, which is tryptophan, dopamine, and serotonin. And it's believed to decalcify the pineal gland. We have 2 or 3 more left to give away. The way the deal works is you go to chalk.com, you put the male or female vitality stack in your cart, You apply the discount code 50life, which gets you a 50% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And automatically you're getting the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order. Hello Kitty said, I bought the chalk powder, the lit powder, I think. Let me just say it's the best kind of cacao I have tasted and makes me feel sensational so far taking it for 4 weeks. Hello Kitty, that is so lovely and vibrational to hear that you're loving the lit powder. I did mention that it does give you a funny feeling, and that's the bliss chemicals, the tryptophan, the dopamine, and serotonin. So that's freaking awesome, Hello Kitty. I understand why you'd feel like $1,000,000 from it, and I'm super stoked for you and with you that you're getting that. And the benefits of it, of course, not just that it feels good. I guess that's, of course, a benefit, but like the hormone benefits, the brain benefits. This is why the Aztecs would chug that stuff. Several chalices of it every single day. It's freaking wild, man. Now let me see something. Hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Hold on. Let me put this something on for you guys for like literally 30 seconds, and I'll be right back. Hold on a sec. I think I have it in my history here. Hold on. Yo, so this song is actually really. Okay, I'll put this song on for you guys for 30 seconds. I'll be right back. Make sure you put the discount code 50life on to get the 50% off lifetime discount. Do not pay full price. You're getting the free lit, and I'll be back with you guys in 2 seconds. Listen to this song for a sec, all right? Oh, I got to turn down the audio on the fire. You guys don't want to hear a crackling fire, do you? That would be nice too, though. What's going on, everyone? Okay, hold on a second. Let me double check here. Boom, bang, bing. Let's see. Did anyone say anything crazy? Hold on. What did we get? Oh yeah, Prince Red and meditation. Okay, dude. So I know, Michael, that's a good one. I could be listening to that in Ibiza, man. No, I'm just kidding. I've never been there. Oh, really? Sonny, I used to be a DJ in high school. I know all about Cascade. He has one of your paintings? Wow, that's so cool. Guys, just so you know, Sonny is a artist and she drew the Orange County flag in 1968. And that's the Orange County flag. That's Orange County's flag right now. I'm going to do a quick. So, guys, listen. I'm going to answer Prince Red, and then and I can answer you even more Prince Red after. But I'm about to shout out the live on Instagram. This is basically the last call for the free lit powder. There's still a bunch of people on the site. If you're on the site, use the discount code 50life, get a lifetime 50% off discount on the male or female stack, and get the free lit automatically included in your order. Let's just see. Hold on a second. The S&P just plummeted off of a little bit of a cliff here. Let's double check. Yeah, it's moved a little bit. I mean, nothing too crazy though. Anyways, 50 life on the subscription, get a female stack or a male stack, or the new stack we have called the neutral non-binary. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, hold on a second. Let me shut up the light. Oh yeah, so Mr. Red, what's his name here again? Sorry, man, so many names. Dialed, we got a name. Prince Red, of course. Meditate quickly, 30 seconds. This is what you do. You close your eyes. You put your hands. Actually, probably the prayer position would be the best meditation. I'm sure it is. And then you sit there quietly, back straight, and you close your eyes, and you try not to think about anything. You try to let the thoughts just flow out of your brain and not try to entertain them. Now, you're not going to be able to do that. You're going to be thinking a million things. You're going to be sitting there thinking about stuff. Then you're going to remember, oh shit, I'm supposed to be meditating. That is part of the meditation. If you sit there for 10 minutes, 20, 30 minutes, try an hour, bro. If you wake up at the 5 in the morning, do some stuff, move around, sit down and meditate for 30 minutes. Close your eyes. Try not to think about anything. Every time you go back to thinking about something accidentally, that's part of the meditation. You're not failing because you didn't successfully meditate. You think you're not successfully meditating because you keep thinking about stuff. That's part of meditation. After 30 minutes, eventually at some point, you will get into like a trance where you actually are successfully not thinking about things. But don't think that that will happen your first meditation or even your 100th meditation. Try like your 1,000th meditation. But that's the goal, when you can sit there and tune out. Now, of course, people meditate when they're running and jogging and swimming and biking and everything, and that's cool too. But I like the meditation so far where you can sit there, close your eyes, boom, bang, bang. Ethan, DM me. I can voice note you too, Prince Red. Ethan, discount codes apply. Ethan, DM, go to the live chat on chalk.com right now and ask them if there's anything crazy they can do for you. You would have to place an order though, but they might be able to do something for you. If you place an order, they could give you a freebie or throw in, give you a pretty good discount. Well, I don't know how you're going to get better than 50 life, but Sprinkler, Revilo, what's up, man? Ibiza. I don't even know really where that is. Is that in Greece? Ibiza? What's that one island? Anyways, let me stay focused. Okay, shouting out the live real quick. April Fools. The moon is, I think what gets most people's attention right now is the energy lockdown thing. So, breaking. Sec. Ethan, if you go to chalk.com, there's a live chat button on the bottom right that you can click. And and then you'll be on the live chat on the site with our AI assistant. No, I'm just kidding. We have real people. We are actually an AI free. Chalk is an AI free company. Yeah, that's right. 100% Isaiah. Yeah, the Vatican. They got 50 miles of underground. Whatchamacallits there. Libraries and everything. You'll never read all those books. Which is, they're hiding all kinds of stuff from us. What's going on, everyone? So I know this may be a little bit of a shocking thought here, and you may be thinking this is fear mongering, but I can unfortunately assure you that something very strange is indeed coming around the corner. And this is the best thing. This is also could be the worst thing. But what is going to happen is, just like during COVID, a bajillion people are going to wake up because of it. And we may see before 2030 a massive awakening of folks realizing that there is a satanic plan against humanity. It's going to be energy lockdowns. And this is how you know it's a scam, by the way. Well, look up something is wrong said no one will allow a lockdown again. But dude, if there's no gas and no diesel, you're locked down. You can walk around. It's not a virus lockdown. It's a different kind. This is what they thought of. Rafael from Brazil said, here in Brazil, we already are starting the lockdowns. And we have already seen lockdowns in Australia. They first said it was going to be temporary. It's voluntary rather. Voluntary, we're going to maybe lock down a little bit. And then all of a sudden, it's like, yo, stay home 4 days of the week to work and reduce your driving, try to get on a bus. Like, this is the full plan. Now, it's being blamed on what's going on in Iran. Like, it's out of our control. Iran's blocking the Strait of Hormuz. Meanwhile, Iran is fully controlled by the same hidden hand that's controlling our countries. There is a Illuminati. They don't stop at the border of Russia. The Illuminati is in every country right now. The last country to go against the Illuminati was Libya. And when he made his gold-backed currency and they bombed the shit out of him, like, this is happening. Now, it's basically, that's right, Regina, it's gas and diesel lockdowns, or what they'll call it is an energy lockdown. They say prices might skyrocket. We can imagine that. This is not an April Fool's doc either, Jordan, because we already saw this happening the last few weeks. They've been talking about we might have to do COVID-style lockdowns to slow the use of oil and whatnot. This is the full plan, man. So very strange, but you have to keep your head on a swivel, because the reason you know this is a scam is that every single year they have been black shelving patents for alternative energy devices, and they don't want you knowing that we could be not needing to use gas or oil or diesel or anything, because we could be using free energy. This is the plan. They want to keep you from that to be able to control you through energy. I know. Well, that's how it's pronounced, Rouge Giroux. Like, there's Regina is a place in freaking why do I forget the province of my own country? Manitoba. So there you go. So listen, guys, we're live right now on Rumble. Like, that's how you pronounce it, dude. Like, don't make me all squirrely about it. So we're live on Rumble right now, which is free to download, free to watch, and free speech. We speak there more than we can speak here about these things, because if you remember during COVID-19, there's very few things you could say exposing the truth without getting the fact check, the strike, and all that crazy stuff. So we're live on Rumble right now discussing this shocking, strange plan that's coming around the corner. If you want to tune in, click the link in my bio and click the Rumble link. And when you come to Rumble, if you quickly make an account, then you'll be able to comment. And when you comment, you will get the, you'll be able to engage in the conversation, put it that way. Yeah, exactly. Essential workers. Oh, jeepers. Don't even get me started on that one. Patrick Star Fisher 777. 100%, man. So guys, come to Rumble. Saskatchewan. That's right. I don't know what I was thinking there. Saskatchewan. Yeah, I think so. Ibrahim Booger. So click the link in my bio. Come to Rumble. I'll answer all of your guys' questions. VPNs are all controlled. Blood Rain, come to Rumble, because I got to tell you, VPNs, they're all controlled, dude. There's not a single VPN that isn't controlled by a certain place that I'll tell you about on Rumble. I'm not going to mention it here, okay? Jeff Hansen, I'm not manifesting it. I definitely am choosing to see the most optimal outcome for humanity, but maybe they do need to lock us down to get people to wake up. That may be what it takes. Sometimes you got to get sick to get healthy. Maybe people got to get locked down and pushed around by satanic forces to realize what the truth is of what's going on. It's a shocking situation, okay? So I hope to see you guys on Rumble. Click the link in my bio and come on over, all right? Yeah, I'm not manifesting it, man, but it's a strange situation for sure. Kevin said, I heard Amazon got blown up. I think it was an Amazon warehouse in Iran or in Bahrain or something like that. I think, yeah, I heard that too. Um, I got some really, far north. That's freaking crazy, man. Yes, there's a bunch of fireballs flying from the sky as well. Who knows what that's all about? It's April Fools. They're going to the moon. If you believe that, I got a bridge to sell you, man. The the whole moon thing. I mean, are you really thinking about that? Can't go to space. There's no space. There's no planets. That you can't go to the moon. It's non-physical. Um, well, think about it for a second. Like if a car pushes off the road with its tires, and a boat pushes off of the water with its propeller, and a plane pushes off of the air with its motor, creating thrust. If you're in a vacuum, how are you going to travel because you don't got air. You can't steer. A jetpack wouldn't work in space. There's nothing to push off of. Also, none of the NASA videos they show us of the spacewalks should show any form of freaking what you might call it sound at all. The vacuum of space has no sound. But you know what? Go and watch a legit video released by NASA of a spacewalk, and you will hear the sounds of what literally sounds identical to um, a GoPro camera underwater. It sounds like it's underwater. And guess what? NASA has a 60-foot deep swimming pool with a green screen in the back of it where they have a mock International Space Station. And that is where they actually filmed the spacewalks. Also, which you may find this interesting, or depending on one's fluoride consumption, you may be wondering, but NASA has the world's largest film studio on their property. And look that up. Of course, officially, they don't film their spacewalks there, but they have the biggest film studio on their property. There's just too much to ignore at this point, man. Um, yeah, I know Hendrik. Hendrik, I do love that guy's videos. He is a really great editor and video maker, man. He is. Reality Revolt, yeah. He does have me blocked, but I guess I reposted one of his videos and he didn't like that. But at least he didn't copyright strike me. But yeah, no, he is chill. I can watch him on Facebook where he doesn't have me blocked, so that's good. So everyone, before we get into how they're going to try to implement the Mark of the Beast and the digital ID and all this crazy stuff that's coming around the corner, I did want to mention, as we all know, there is a satanic plan to fill us with heavy metals, pesticides, microplastics, atrazine, which reverses the gender of frogs, and more, which is very shocking. And honestly, we should be talking about it a lot more. Because of that agenda, we should know that we must be of sound mind and sound body today. It's more important than ever before. So on this live, we are giving away 2 more bags of the organic heirloom cacao from Bolivia, the chocolate powder, which is super detoxifying and delicious. It massively increases stem cell production. It boosts your gut microbiome, and it stimulates the production of bliss chemicals, which is tryptophan, dopamine, and serotonin. So if you're taking the chocolate powder, not only are you probably decalcifying your pineal gland and detoxing a ton of stuff out of your system, but you're also getting immaculate benefits from the antioxidants in here, which increase brain function. So the way the deal works to get this is literally the last call to get the free lit powder. You go to chalk.com, choq.com. At chalk.com, it's first come, first serve. So you got to click that link so you get bumped first in line. The number one superfood at chalk.com for men and women is the hot water purified shilajit. It's a hormone optimizer. It's a fertility booster. It stimulates the production of new brain cells. It increases sperm count and sperm motility for men and testosterone. And for women, it calibrates your endocrine system. Plus, it is believed to contain, or it does contain, carbon 60 or C60, which has anti-aging effects on the body. It also has 12 clinical studies. Most shilajit on the internet is the tar resin, which is 20 to 30% water, and also significantly usually contains a ton of heavy metals, which is unfortunate. And whereas ours is heavy metal tested, hot water purified, and extremely potent. That's the purified shilajit. Ethan, let me know what you just got, dude. Shout out to Ethan. So the way the deal works to get the free lit powder If you go to chalk.com and you put the male vitality stack or the female vitality stack in your cart, which are the two most potent combinations of superfoods for men and women, you put the male or female stack in your cart, you apply the discount code 50life. I can't even believe I'm saying that right now. 50life gives you a 50% off lifetime discount on the male or female vitality stack. Apply the discount 50life, you will get the $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order for free tonight only, last call. Ethan just got $100 off his subscription. Shout out to freaking Ethan, man. Absolutely amazing. Congratulations to Ethan. And shout out to Sunny, who said, wow, Shane, that's a great discount. I'm going to get more Shilajit. Shout out to Sunny. I'll hold a slot for you to get the more Shilajit, Sunny. I'm freaking stoked for you. And guys, by the way, in the male and female stack is the organic ashwagandha. You got to watch out because the vast majority of ashwagandha on the internet is farmed in China and it's full of strange contaminants. Whereas the chalk ashwagandha, certified organic, has 23 clinical studies. It increases melatonin production, so you get 1,000 times better sleep while you're taking it, and it's a hormone optimizer. Also interesting about the ashwagandha is that it's considered the king of herbs in India, and it's super pro-fertile. Trash Marie, or Tasha rather, that probably sounds like I was trying to be mean, but I honestly wasn't. It looked like I'm pretty far back from the screen actually. Shout out to Tasha, who happened to join mid plug while we're discussing the fact that we're giving away free lit powder on tonight's live. Tasha, we have been going almost 2 hours. We've covered a lot of different stuff. And every once in a while, I like to throw in the fact that, for one, the importance of detoxing is imperative. And the fact that they do want us to have so much heavy metals in us that it's literally mind blowing. Because if they crank up the cell towers and they have the heavy metals in us, they're able to successfully, this is what it's called, remote influencing technologies. They crank up the cell towers, which alters your vibrational frequency and puts you in it's basically mass mind control, which is why I think, honestly, I mean, we could be talking about Michelle Obama and all this other crazy stuff, but really getting the metals out of you. Did you guys see that video that went viral? I posted it like probably a year ago or so. Many other people have posted it. But the crazy part is that this guy came out and said it is more like people should be prioritizing more than ever before getting the metals out of their body, because if they picture tinfoil in a microwave, this is what would happen if they cranked up the towers and were full of heavy metals. We got to be detoxing these freaking things, man. And it's like a frog in boiling water too. You may not even know. Now, in the male and female stack, well, Sonny, you're not supposed to take any, like, none of chalk's. So chalk is not intended for nursing or pregnant women. We can't recommend chalk for nursing or pregnant women. Even though you can go buy Irish moss and be pregnant and buy it from a grocery store, there's no problem. For some reason, once it's encapsulated, you shouldn't be taking it. Or the legalities of, we can't, it's not intended for nursing or pregnant women. With that being said, it's super pro-fertile. So I do wonder. Also though, Sonny, I wonder if that's to do with like the Chinese ashwagandha. That's, who knows if it's for the ashwagandha or what, but yeah, I don't think there's any studies on, ashwagandha for pregnant women, because I don't know who would submit themselves to that study, even though like it's so good for you. It has all these benefits, but maybe when you're pregnant for some reason, all of a sudden it's not. Like, I do wonder, but officially not intended for nursing or pregnant women. I will say though, dude, Brocherio, what the hell do you know, man? He says that it can go further and target specific individuals. So are you talking about targeted individuals? Because Brucherio, it sounds like we may know a lot of similar things, bro. Shout out to freaking Brucherio. Well, I know this, Brucherio, chocolate powder, the organic heirloom cacao, stimulates oxytocin production, which is imperative to the production of something else. So that could be the case, but I don't know if we're allowed to say that. By the way, there's a bunch of people on the site right now. Just a reminder, we only have 2 bags left of the lit powder to give away. So if you're on the fence, quickly place your order with the code 50life, get the 50% off lifetime discount, which you can cancel or modify at any time. And automatically you're getting the free $100 bag of chocolate powder included in your order, plus the 50 freaking % off lifetime discount, which I can't even believe that they're actually doing, man. Shout out to Ashley. Ashley, that's okay. I know though, it is a different vibe watching live than rewatching it. Like you rewatch a live maybe when you're like driving for several hours or something. If you want to be driving right now though, with the price, man, of freaking gas, it's crazy what they're doing. Um, and also, I will say that's a good advice. I think when you're sleeping, you're not generally using your Wi-Fi, right? Like you're not scrolling while you're sleeping. Let's get that Wi-Fi unplugged at night, man. There's nothing wrong with yanking that cord out of the back of that damn thing at night. And if you really want to go crazy, there's a way you can plug all your devices into Ethernet cords, plug into your router, go into the settings of your router, turn off the Wi-Fi, and you can still have internet on all of your devices. And that's what I'm doing right now, other than, so this is an interesting thing. Wi-Fi is off all the time. But when I'm making videos, I make the video with service on my phone, cell service. Then I plug it into my Ethernet cord to upload it because it's way faster. But my phone, I do use a shitload of data because I don't have it plugged in all day. Like I use a cell service instead of the Wi-Fi. So it's still not ideal. Like ideally, if we had some type of brain implantable microchip that could enable us to use the internet just in our minds, like that would be such an incredible innovation. And that way you wouldn't have to hold the phone. No, I'm just kidding. Uh, that's their end game, big time, man. Shane about 50-foot Ethernet cord and the adapter. Shout out to Sunny. Sunny, I'm gonna have to dude, dialed literally is so dialed. He said type in, that's right. Sunny, screenshot what dialed just said. Yo, dialed, can you actually dialed, do you feel like doing something super freaking awesome? Can you and Sunny get in each other's DMs on Instagram and freaking FaceTime her and walk her through how to turn her Wi-Fi off, but have her devices plugged into the Wi-Fi or plugged into the internet rather? Because that would be a freaking game changer, dude. Dialed, you remind me of my friend. His name's Shane actually, who helped me to set up all my shit too, because I didn't know, and there wasn't really a good video on it at the time. There might be now though. Yeah, dialed is dialed, man, really big time. Okay, hold on a second. Boom, bang, bing. Yeah, exactly. Well, the other thing too, just so you guys know, like there is a ton of, because there's a bunch of new people on right now. The female stack with the wild crafted Irish moss. The reason why that is so shocking is because when you're getting the full matrix of minerals in the moss, um, those minerals ignite every single biological process in the body. And if you're taking the Irish moss and or the shilajit, you're getting all those minerals which increase nutrient absorption from the food you're already buying and eating to begin with, which is pretty freaking cool when you realize that every single vitamin requires a mineral to activate it. And we're not getting nearly enough minerals in the food supply today, which is shocking. So it's very, very imperative that we be thinking about that. Tyler Newell, dude, Tyler, you're dialed. Hold on a second. Let me remember exact. I mean, I know you, dude. Tyler Newell. Dude, I remember you, but you're. Hold on, let me go to our DMs here. Oh yeah, dude. Shout out to yo dialed. I remember I forgot to mention to you by the way about your DMs here about you know who. Dialed was incognito. That's hilarious, man. Dude, dialed. I have to go through your DMs, man. I didn't even see any of these. Shout out to Tyler, man. Tyler is an OG. Dialed, you are dialed. You're still dialed, even though you've been outed now, man. April Fools, yeah. No, but you know what's the not April Fools is that Trump just announced boots on the ground in Iran, apparently. Yeah, Ashley, exactly. She said, don't believe anything today, including the moon trip. Don't believe that any day, though. Yes, exactly. Alexandre, it is a totally um April Fool joke. You couldn't make it up. April Fools, we're going to the moon. Like they are trolling us. They probably have a sense of humor actually too. Oh, I meant to answer the guy asking about sorry, Mr. Let me see his name. Ethan. A link for reverse osmosis? No, I don't have a link for reverse osmosis, but I do know you can go to a local water depot and talk to them about it. But shop around, make sure you get a good one. But I mean, you're better off going to findaspring.org and locating a physical spring and go to that spring, even if it's out of the way. Um, I do recommend that. And then um, Abraham said, "Do you think stocking up on silver is a good idea?" Honestly, dude, here's the thing that is strange. If they had their way, I don't know that silver. Honestly, dude, your best bet is probably to like buy land. But here's the thing, man. They're really, unless we face this thing head on, like in the short term, yes, you may be able to get make some cash from silver and gold going up, right? Though there's nothing guaranteeing it's going up. And I don't care that there's only a quote unquote limited supply of silver and gold, so it has to go up because they're going to use that for all the electric cars and everything. They control the price of gold and silver. The Illuminati controls the price of all these assets with an algorithm. And so I don't think anything fundamental is going to make silver go up or go down. I think it's all controlled. With that being said, Bitcoin was controlled, but people can make a bajillion dollars with that, right? So um, the main thing is this: it probably wouldn't hurt to have some silver, sure, but there's not going to be a one-way ticket out of the whatever they're trying to push on us, man. It's going to be a global plan. They said you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. They're going to try to impose that on us, which means what? Maybe they'll make it illegal to have gold or silver, like they did in the 1930s or 20s or 10s or whatever. Do you guys remember when that happened? But yeah, nothing wrong with having some silver, man, for sure. It's like a treasure chest you can give to your kids, man. Um, hold on a second. Where did he go? Well, dude, we have. You know what's funny, Joey? We have reishi, lion's mane, chaga, turkey tail, oyster, maitake, and cordyceps mushrooms in the Chalk Seven Wonders, which are adaptogens. So I do take all of those that you just mentioned. There is something different and interesting though. If you're taking the male vitality stack and you're getting the shilajit in there, that increases, they call it a potentiator. It increases the potential of any other herb or superfood that's taken with it. So you may notice a massive difference if you're taking the male stack with the code 50 life. Dude, this is a wild deal, by the way. They do not usually do 50% off for life. So it's 50% off for life on the male or female stack, and you get the free $100 bag of certified heirloom, certified organic cacao from Bolivia. Pretty freaking cool, dude. So just saying, but dude, I love all adaptogens, 100%, man. This is the last call for the free lit, by the way, guys. Hold on a second. Alexandria has 300 pounds of food. Freaking rights, man. I just got a quarter cow on Saturday, so I have a bit of meat. But honestly, I don't know that you could. I guess if you wear this sweater every single day of wool, like eventually both elbows will get worn out. So you know what it's called? It's darning. So you can, instead of just patching it, like you could sew a hole in this, but then it's like tight there, right? Darning it is when you re sew a patch there that seamlessly fits in with the same uh, um, pattern of it to begin with. So I got to do that because now both my elbows are blown out on this freaking thing. Anyways, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, food. You could have 1 billion pounds of beef right now for the rest of your life, and I guess that would be badass. But what I'm saying is like stock up now. But yeah, I wonder, man. I do wonder what's coming around the corner. Like all I know is that I hope well, I say hope. God is in control in the end. So whatever will happen will be according to his will. But the thought of 4 billion people being affected by a famine and global food shortage because the Strait of Hormuz is closed, which supplies all the synthetic fertilizer, that is a micro concerning. Do you know what I'm saying? A little bit strange. Stand by for 2 seconds, guys. Hold on a second. How tall is this lunar rocket? How tall is the lunar rocket? Oh my God. Dude, shut up, everyone, and listen to this. We already know it's fucking fake, right? The lunar rocket is 322 feet tall. 322. Do you know what that is? That is the insignia of the Yale University Secret Society Skull and Bones, Order 322. Wow. Dude. And on the 33rd day of the Iranian War, April Fool's Day, they launch a 322-foot tall rocket to the moon. This is crazy, dude. That is freaking strange. And again, those are the same folks who are pulling the strings on what they're doing in the food, air, and water supply. Again, I think it's more important. Dude, you could know every conspiracy, but if your pineal gland is still calcified and you're still full of the heavy metals and phthalates and the contaminants and all this crazy stuff, I don't know that I would say that's a win. I think the win is to be detoxed, rejuvenated, and restored and calibrated with superfoods 100%. So, guys, we're going to pick this up where we left off. Tomorrow, we're going to be live again. We're going to extend this deal for the 50% off lifetime discount and the $100 bags of chocolate powder till midnight. So you have 1 hour. If you go to chalk.com and you're on the site, put the male or female stack in your cart, apply the discount code 26 or 50 life rather, 50% off for life discount. You're going to get the free lit if you place it within the hour. Take your health seriously, maximize your vitality. Feel like $1 million as you will taking these superfoods, okay? Much love, everyone. Keep your head on a swivel. The good guys are in control. We will win. Satan is pulling the strings a little bit right now, though. So, but fear not, 100%, okay? And guys, make sure that you turn your live notifications on so you know when we're live again tomorrow, because we will be streaming tomorrow. Okay? Much love, everyone. We'll see you on the next one.